Welcome back. All right, today I haven't done all of the research I need to. It's been a busy week for me. I need to do a lot more research on what we left off with last week with the parasitic draw on the fuel rail, fuel system, whatever. So we got to sort that out. But today we need to get the Range Rover back started. And so I'm going to reinstall the ground cables and get all of this back in place, which means I need to clean up some of the ends, especially like this one. This one's very dirty, very nasty. And you can imagine what it looks like on the truck. So we're going to clean up the truck ground points and get those all very well grounded and get this installed. And that might be the whole of it for this week. It's going to be a lot of fiddly stuff, a lot of getting in there and getting crap scraped off and everything, but that's what we're gonna do this week. And then I'm gonna do more research. So I've got a pending call with my friend to ask him what he thinks about that and the parasitic draw part. And we'll let you know what that's like if he gives me a call back within the time of this video. All right, let's get started. Next is on the vehicle, so let's just examine what we've got to do. All right, so we've got that ground point there. There's another ground point underneath here, right there. And the last one is actually a plug, and it goes into this. What's this? Well, it's rust. That's what it is. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to clean this rust up and get it painted and put this all back together. So there's a lot of fiddly stuff. Got to be piddling with some things. So got to get some other tools out. I was gonna remove the bottle and get underneath there. I may still. I need to get to that. It needs to be easier to get to. I think I can reach in there with what I've got, but if I can't, I'll be figuring it out, because that's kind of far in there. It's about that many fingers in there deep. All right, let me get set up and we'll get started. Probably because we didn't know where we were headed with this, I wound up putting a hex head bolt on this. I am crazy about that now, but it probably wasn't a great idea. And I've bed linered all the nuts underneath, so they're super not fitting on the proper size of nut and socket. So first one's off. Separate these into projects. We need a metallic catcher thing. I used to own one of those. Where is it? I used to own one. Where are you now? I knew I had one. I don't know what's in there right now, but I'm going to swap all these into a cup, and that will be probably a mistake because no earthly idea where these go. There's a lot of screws in here, so I think this is under dash stuff. Pretty confident that's under dash stuff. Yay! Rust is still metallic, or magnetic, believe it or not. All right, let's get this labeled. Let's get these in place. Labeled. All right, and I put it in the truck, so it can be in the truck now. Nice. All right, let's get this next one out. How many washers on there? Lock nut, that's what it was. Okay, that made sense, I guess, after a while. All right. Yeah, so used hex head like a crazy person. They were sexy at the time. All right, let's get that out of the way ish. Not breaking anything, tearing anything up. Don't forget our spacers. Keep that off of there. All right, now what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do that? We need to be more brutal than we should be. Let's get a different wrench for that. Guesses that's an 8. Guess it's an 8. Wrong. Is it a 10? I'm surprised if it's a 10. It's not a 10. Something in between. 3 8s and then 5 16ths. Kind of turns. 5 16ths. Nope. 11/32? How is that possible? Good grief. One of the least common wrenches on the planet. 11/32. I'll bet you didn't even know there was one of those. There is. And it's an eye lock. 11/32 eye lock, believe it or not. I was hoping that would come off so I don't drop it and lose it into the Netherlands. Alright, let's try it some more. Oh Lord. Get off. There we go. Yay. We're going to use that to put it back. I'm not sure yet. Did work once. We did have to cut that bolt, I bet. Alright, all that's out of the way. Now, can we get a wire wheel in there? We probably can. Let's try. Let's zip tie some stuff out of the way first. Don't want to damage anything we don't need to damage, so let's just get this stuff and get it back and out of the way. I'm going to zip that too. Alrighty. Sexy. Alright, let's get this out of the way too. And we don't want to touch this stuff with the wire wheel because I promise it will destroy stuff if we do. So we need to be very careful. A lot of flakes on that already. crusty. Let's get some tools ready. All right, we're gonna start with one of these cup wheels like this and see if I can get it in there pretty good. I think that's gonna work. Safety second! Where's your shield, dummy?
You dumbass!
That's coming off too. Mostly off. That needs more grinding. A little less rough than it was. All right, so we need to get all right. Okay, because we're going to use the black encapsulator paint, I didn't have this off earlier. You can see the differences. I've encapsulated this part where I could get to it before. This is just dirty. It needs to be cleaned off. So we're going to clean it up as best we can. And then we're going to clean it up as best we can, and then we're going to put the black encapsulator paint on it. So let's start with getting it wet with some kind of a paint, some kind of a cleaner solution. Paper towel it off as best we can. I'll remove most of the dirt. I feel pretty good about that. All right. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get some basket, and we're going to get some acetone and remove all the grease off of it too. So last thing to try to get just as clean as we possibly can. Ran out of blue shop towels, so we're using remnants of old towel sets I found from places doing that. So we're gonna do this. Ooh, fancy. All right. That worked fairly well. We'll use the other side that's still wet. One more run through. Hard scrape. Okay. And go on the inside where there's still some wet. I'll get all this cleaned off. Down to my last one. Gotta get some more. All right. Paint, 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 paint. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Seems a bit counterintuitive to scrape the paint off of something that rusts so easily, but you need to make a good connection. So we're going to make our connection there, and I'm going to put some dielectric grease on it to keep it from being super happy with the rust, and then we'll also probably try to clean it up and paint around it too. So let's see. Okay, got the end cleaned up. Doesn't that look good? Sexy. All right, this one was already clean, so we didn't have to do anything with it. And this one looks pretty solid, so there's nothing to do with it either. So now all we need to do is get this lined up, how this is gonna work. So this needs to go down there, so we'll fish it down there first. Oh, not through that hole. Nope, 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 nope. I am being really gentle with this, by the way. I have one broken wire I know I've had to fix in there in the past, so. All right, got that fished in there. That's gonna work for there. That's gonna reach, and that will reach there. All right, we're in place. All right, screw and nut and bolt are in here somewhere. For this one, I think I did another crazy thing, and I used stainless steel on this again. I did that backwards last time, so this was on the bottom. Is it a hex head? I have a hex head up here. Is it a hex or is it 5? Hex fits, so I'm gonna use the hex from the bottom, just like before. So all the electrical contact part is on top. The bottom is covered with stone chip liner stuff. So there's no connection from the bottom. This is all gonna be on the top. So let me get this going up through the hole. Sorry you can't see it. It's amazing. I am amazing at this. You just haven't any idea how great I am at this. This is the part where I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna get needle nose. What did we forget to put on there? Dielectric grease. So let's start over. Nice. All right, let's try it again with more feeling this time. Good and tight. Okay, one down. All right, let's see if we can set up a shot for the underneath. Otherwise, we'll just do it and then pretend like I told you how I did it. So, all right, we can put this top back together because this is still tacky, but probably okay. So let's do that. So this goes back over here, like that. Because that seemed like a really bad idea, so let's just not put it under there. Let's put it right here. Okay, great, good, 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 good. Lost my lock. Hey, Kings, what are you doing?
I'm getting in the car to go get Mom gas.
Oh.
And guess what?
What?
I'm gonna tell Mimi when I get in there. But I got into OU.
You got into OU? Sweet!
You're recording.
I'm recording. Caden's got into OU, yay! Woot, 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 woot. All right, so that's what, 3rd generation. That's nice.
Yes.
Because your mama got in and I got in.
I know.
All right. Tell
Drew.
Rooster.
Drew, guess what?
Give Lucy some petting.
What? Already?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I have to fill out a lot of stuff. Mimi, guess what? I got an OU. What?
For real?
Yeah. Thank you.
Dude,
Congratulations. I'm not surprised.
Boomer!
Sooner!
Oh, that makes a pawpaw proud right there. Nice. All right. She got into OU. Hopefully we can afford it now. All right, we'll work on that later. Okay. All right, we're back to this. I lost a lock washer, so we got to find a lock washer out of the pile of stuff. Yeah, so it caught my eye when I was down there close. This whole bracket on the back side is rusted too, so the paint was just covering up rust. All right, where's our ground wire from over here? Goes to G for ground. That tape is perished. Let's put some fresh on it. I normally don't use electrical tape. I'm not a fan. It's just temporary. It really isn't as permanent as it might seem, as sturdy as it feels and as rubbery as it is, and so it gives you kind of a false sense of. Another reason not to buy these GoPro battery. Expanded so tightly, expanded so much, got so hot inside that I couldn't pull it out. I actually had to dig it out with a screwdriver. Junk. All right, here's where we are with this. Very rusty on top, surfacey rust. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up, and then we're gonna put some encapsulator on it and get it knocked out. That's what we're gonna do. All right, that's terrible. Look how crusted that is. Ugh. All right, let's get it cleaned up with some acetone. At least pretend like we're trying to get some of the grease and dirt off of it. And then we will proceed to the next step. Just a dirty rag or all right. Let's pretend like that's okay. Nice. You can see it on this side. There we go. All right, let's get some paint on it. Yes, yes. Let's get some paint on it. Stay. Yes, it feels a lot like sloshing I'm doing. Probably very accurate, but I am attempting to get some coverage too. Let's call that good. All right, let's button that up. Okay, so we got to put this back together. I don't have enough stainless steel to go around to replace all these parts. Every time I pull something off, it's rusted or it's a rusty bolt. So I've just cleaned the threads on this one. This doesn't get moved a lot. It's not gonna be necessary, but I'm going to put some anti-seize on it just to protect the threads. Let me get my gloves on because this crap does not come off. Look, I've already got it on me. It just doesn't come off. All right, we're gonna dope those up, get them started, and then maybe some stirring is in. Basically, I'm putting this on there so that if I do have to take these off again, those threads won't be rusted. That's the part if the bolt won't come off because it's rusted together. that's probably not ideal. So we're gonna put this on her. How did we do that before? Looks like it's all plastic on this side. All right. It started. Started. It's all started now. All right, let's do the next one. The trick is to not drop these. And I'm already... What did I say the trick was? Don't drop them. I dropped it already. Done. Let's reconnect. I'm wondering if I broke the wire in there when I pulled it loose. That wouldn't surprise me. Alright. Because that is a notoriously terrible connection. Alright. We got this one, this one, this one. Now we got to do the one that's really hard. Back in there. Remember when we did this job? I do. Can't do it that way, dumbass. Why are you putting that back? Remember when you complained about it being weird size just a few minutes ago? I know. But I'm already here and I've got it done. So, just gonna do it. Yeah, I'm switching that up because my arthritis is getting to me. That hand started cramping. On the thumb. And it does that sometimes, and then my thumb goes like that, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. That is really annoying when it does that. Back together! Back together! All right. I need to investigate this other spot and then I'll come back. All right, this is where we're working right here, where that bolt is sticking out. I don't want to lose it, so I'm not going to let it go too far on the other side. But I do want to clean up that spot. So I need to clean this up right here to make that a good connections point. Looks pretty good. It's not that bad. Nice! That went swimmingly well. Where did I drop my cable at? Oh, I brought it down here somewhere. There it is. I found it. All right, I need the nut. Is it on the back side? Did I drop it right there? No, I did leave the wrench sitting there though. So I must have brought the nut up top. And I did. Here it is. Found it. Good for me. Good for you.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for me. Good for me. Good.
Hoorah. Okay, I'm back. I didn't really actually go far. I was adjusting some stuff. All right, so that's gonna go through the back that way, right there. We're gonna get some dielectric on it so it doesn't rust right away. but it will rust, so we just expect it to. Nice. At least we'll tease it a little bit and try to keep it at bay as much as we can. All right. One hand is fun. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Nope, dropped it. Got it. And the nut for the win. It'll start. We're all good. We've got it in the money. Oh, yes, sir. Get some. All right. I think these are 13s. Let me grab some wrenchers for this side. One more quarter. Ah. Done. Let's annoy it some more on this side. Do that there, and there, and there, and there. I got it on there. This is my shore power that comes in. I probably need to put a new zip tie on it, and it goes in this hole. But that's a cross piece, so there's nothing there. I don't know where this zip tie is missing from. Probably I was an idiot and did it around there, but we're not putting that back. So, call it good. All right. Ow! We're done. Everything's connected. Except for, dun, 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 the emergency. Remember when I took this off so that I wouldn't have any back fade through the back of the alternator. I don't know what I was showing you. Back of the alternator right here. So I need to connect this back up, and then we will go from there and we will start it up and we'll run it, because it hasn't run in about 3 weeks and we don't want to do anything crazy. So I'm going to take a break from this for a second while I set up the tools. I didn't even let you see that because I was trying to trim the video a little bit, but let's get the motor started. Let's get her running. Let's fire this bad boy up. Fuel pump catching up. Nope. Fuel pump's not catching up because it's unplugged. Remember that? Clever. I'm the smartest man alive.
I am the smartest man alive!
Turn off the key. We could have cranked that for a decade and nothing would have happened. Here she goes. Purring like a kitten. Kitten indeed. That's gonna need to run for a little while. All buttoned up. All buttoned up. Buttoned all back up again. Buttoned up. Tapping will settle down after it gets warmed up, which we've experienced several times before. Okay, that's about it for this week. That was a longer video than I thought it was gonna be, but you did get to hear my new theme song, so that's pretty cool for you and me, because I love that song. It's awesome. Oh, there's my dog. Maybe down there. it down? Oh yes. Oh yes, sure. Sure we can. Hey Max, come on Maxie. Come right here, come on Maxie. Come on Maxie. Here's a good boy. Okay, that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, as you know I do. Like and subscribe if you like the content. More to come. We got a lot of work to do to investigate what is going wrong with that circuit that may have a parasitic draw in it. I'm gonna talk to a friend of mine. He'll give me some starter points, and then I'm gonna download a couple of, I will review a couple of rave discs, manuals, workshop manuals with electrical diagrams in them that will tell us all the components in the system, because one of them is letting us down greatly. So after she runs and gets good and warmed up and the fans come on, and I'm happy with how much gas has run through the pump so we don't caramelize again, varnish. As soon as that's done, I'm going to shut her off. I will disconnect the battery again so that it is not being drawn down to zero, because I do not want to damage another $240 battery. Thanks a lot. Have a good week. I'll talk to you next week.